Hello, friends. My name is Kathleen Whitehead. We have already had a couple of technology glitches, so fingers crossed and trust in the universe that this will go well. I think for me, it was an exercise in bringing myself back to my heart space. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to recite my prayer of getting myself into my heart space. I'm dropping into my heart with my breath. And then I raise myself up to meet my higher self and ask my higher self to be here with us and to keep me into my heart space. And then I reach my heart up to the place where I can meet the aspects of love and invite them to come in and be with us and assist me and help this chat move and flow easily and perfectly. Thank you. Well, hello, everybody, again. It's October. It's October. Thank goodness. The energies have been wackadoodle. During the full moon, I felt like I was plugged into an electric socket most of the time. And I know that many people had very strong reaction. It was comfortable enough. It was just noticeable to the full moon energies. And changes are coming. Change is here. I have experienced things that are surprising. I realized why I have resistance to going to the doctor, and I went to the doctor today and had a nice, honest, open, and discussion about why I had those resentments that I didn't even know I had, or the resistance. But I have a lovely doctor, and I got wonderful news. I'm in very good health. I could move more often, and I plan to do that. But heart is good. We're doing some tests that just cholesterol, but that's because I haven't had a cholesterol check in many, many years. But she heard nothing wrong with my heart, nothing wrong with my lungs, nothing wrong with anything. So that was good news. Not unexpected, but it was good to hear and have that affirmation. This morning, I noticed that one of the pieces of candy that I leave out for my visitors is missing, and it is in a bowl that is inaccessible to anything that wants to try to crawl up the sides of the bowl. So it's been a long time. About a year ago, I had several weeks of somebody visiting and taking a little piece of chocolate. So that made me happy. That made me happy to see that someone has helped themselves. And I don't have any animals. I don't have anything. And besides, it was a big enough piece of candy that somebody had to have lifted it up because it didn't leave any residue or anything like that. It just was gone. I checked it a couple of days ago, so it may have been yesterday, but anyway, those of highest vibration are always welcome here, in physical form and not in physical form. And they have consistently made themselves known to be here. One thing that happened last night is I had a different noise in my ear. It was a like a little tapping sound rather than the screaming and the it was just a definite tapping, and I even closed my ear to see if it was inside my ear, and it was. But so that's interesting. So change is happening. The energies are strong. I think we all feel on the verge of something. I think that most everybody, as the time goes on and we have things happening like uh the it's the three I can't remember what to call it, but I think it's a 3-eye atlas is moving, and there's still a lot of mystery to some people who don't believe in their own intuition, but it's an interesting thing. Um, I don't know what chaos is going on, but I know that there's some, but it feels a little calmer to me. The energies of the universe, the collective, are just a little calmer. And I think there's more love. It's what it feels like to me. There are more smiles. So I invite you to exercise as many smiles as you possibly can. Even if you're sitting there by yourself, just smile. Just and gratitude is now is a good time to be grateful for whatever you have around you. And and just because that just generates love, and that's that's what we need, that's what we have, and that is what is working. So I thank you for being here. Again, I channel the aspects of love, which is a collective of the loving aspects of many beings of many different varieties and sources. uh, if you have comments, please leave comments. Always appreciate likes, but I never remember to ask. And subscribes too. I am here because I am told to be here, and I wish to send as much love as I possibly can and be as much of a loving being as I possibly can. So with that, I will just announce that I love each and every one who sees this, who finds it, who doesn't find it. I send you my love. So what I will do is I will do some light language and invite the aspects of love to come through if they have an English message. And then we'll do a little more light language, and I will open up um, to questions. I will say I have no clue what they're going to talk about. So we'll all be surprised. Okay. Bringing in the light language. And I learned something about light language today from David Clements, who was online being interviewed by Sandy Sedgbear. Light language, you will eventually, it will come up from you uh, because you have the capacity, you have your own light. I am here, and what I give helps you bring it forward. So everybody is exactly where they're meant to be. But and I am so honored to be able to do this silly thing. and and I hope that you will enjoy the energies that are gifted to you. Na ya te patrusika tai. Nana, ya manakesi te diabra te eliana yukata sekata se nianama se titiata ta ayanama yekete hea laya da kashe ti iniana wikete sikete ta ayanane ta laya sekete te itiata pa tiamano yata ke se etikataya tapa che etiata pakete ha nyana che kiti ata peakata sa ese etiata patishkata. Greetings, dear friends, dear lovely humans, dear all of the beings on your planet. We are here with you. You may be able to feel us, but we are very quiet, if you will. But we are here and we are always here to support and to love you. As our friend Kathleen has said, we like to see your smiles. And we echo her encouragement to have you smile as often and especially smile into your mirror. Smile into every reflection that you see because you're giving yourself the love that you deserve. You are also, that reflection will go everywhere. So yes, the your planet is changing, it is accelerating. You will notice that there is more love, but what seems like sometimes less love. But when you see something that is less than loving, just know that is the effort of those who are resisting what is coming for them, because they too will awaken. If they choose not to awaken, they will live the rest of their lives in this state, but they will be awakened at some point. So the resistance sometimes is not fun to watch. And we call them the resistance. While you might feel you are the resistance, but you are actually the forefront, the leaders, the ones who have the love embedded within you and who share that love. And those that are resisting are those that are making a lot of noise and are doing things that are seem to be unloving, but they are also helping in the awakening of your planet, because the more unloving things that they do, the more people will see and say, that's just not what I want to see. So, so they are resisting the love that we are sending, the love that you are sending, but they're also performing a valuable function in contrast. So you will see that there are many different kinds of opportunities, we will say, for different bits of information here, there, and everywhere. There is information that is not true. There are available technologies that will not lead you into the places that you want to go, even as shiny as they look. They may not be what you need. We ask you to go deep within you and discern, is this for me at any given time? Is this the truth? Is this misinformation or slanted information or a technology that may not be for me? Just discern. And also, while you're in there discerning, look for all of the places where you might have hidden barriers to your love, hidden places that need a bit of healing. Because at this point, as you have gone through many different iterations of healing, and we know that it seems like you're peeling away layers and layers and layers, and that you took care of that, and now here's another layer. We understand that, but you're getting to the bottom of it. So look for those things that are the next layer, or the last layer. And this is the energy that will bring them forward. So you look, they'll be easier to find because the energies are bringing things up. So that was a lot. Our channel needed to take a good breath. But this is our love that we are giving to you in the form of suggestions, of ways that you might make your own way easier. And that is to use your own discernment. Know that you have within you everything you need. It may not be readily accessible, but it will be at some very close time. Of course, close for us may not mean the same for you, but as you approach the end of the year, things will continue to change. Our friend Kathleen did show you how to go back into your heart space and reside there. Reside within your heart and not in your expectations and your overworking mind. Love from the heart. Think from the heart. Join us from the heart. We will leave you now with our assurance that all you might do is ask. And you can ask for the aspects of love, or angels, or your ancestors, or ETs, or whoever you feel confident and loving from. There are many who are there to help you. And we are watching for your success, which is quickening. It's getting closer. We are very proud of what you have done, because this is not an easy task, but we are proud to have watched your advancement, evolution, transformation, transmutation, metamorphosis, whatever you wish to call it. You are doing very well. We will give you now a prayer in the form of our light language. Feel its energy and let it go straight to your heart. We are happy to entertain questions if you have any. Is there a question?
Yes, I have a question.
Thank you.
In our human existence, we often experience something called pain, which is not very comfortable, and it's not something we really desire. So I'm wondering if you can explain to us what the worth and the meaning and the purpose of pain is in the human existence.
Pain is information. Now, that information may be telling you something spiritual, like many people say that pain in the feet means you're not stepping forward.
Oh.
Sore throat might mean you're not using your voice enough, those kinds of things. But they also, if you ignore all of those things, they might actually signify an actual ailment that you need to look at. So when you have pain, there is a message. That message could be you're not walking forward, you're not moving, you're carrying too much on your shoulders, you're not speaking your truth, you're not hearing what you need to hear. Based on where the body part is that is experiencing the pain, that is part of the message. If you choose to ignore it when it's tiny, then it will get louder, let us say. So pain is only necessary if you need the information. Does that make sense? Was that enough of an answer for you?
Just a little more question. So you have the pain and you in some way focus on it, try to understand it and respond to it. So, at some point, if you really do address it properly, is that why the pain goes away? You've addressed whatever um, the core purpose of it was.
For the time being, that is an indication that you have taken care of it. But
Okay.
you need to also ask yourself, am I masking or ignoring? Have I truly stopped what the pain was asking me to stop?
Hmm.
Uh, have I, or am I going to fall back into that? And then the pain will become recurring. If you have uh, ignored it too long, in some ways, if you've ignored it too long, it will come back and you will have to address it from a medical or physical
Okay.
standpoint. Uh, the, the other thing is if you have chosen in your planning of your lifetime that you are going to experience some sort of pain for whatever reason that you might have decided you would experience, you will have that pain. So, and sometimes it might be a pain that is generated from a past life because the
Mm,
lesson that was offered in that past life didn't get resolved. So as you move forward, pay attention to the pains. And here's a little secret. Ask your body, what are you trying to tell me? And then listen. And maybe it's going to take a couple of times because you've irritated that place.
mhm.
And maybe it doesn't want to talk until it expresses itself a little bit more. You've ignored me for 5 years. I'm going to
Mm,
wait another day or two before I let you know. um, Fair enough, right? But just take it as information and try to realize it when it begins, not when it gets so bad that you cannot ignore it.
right.
Does that make sense? Did that help?
Yeah, yeah, and that was good advice to recognize it when it first starts. Thank you.
Our channel has pushed that envelope many times. Is there another question?
I don't have one, but thank you for that valuable information.
Well, we wish to let you know that you have the capacity in to cure, fix, whatever, but you have to really believe in yourself and believe in your own magic. So just realize that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. You're getting the information. We are sorry that it may have to come in the form of pain, but you are getting the information that you need, and you have within you what you need to heal. You have within you what you need to do anything you can imagine. You sometimes cannot believe it, but that will come. That will come. Is there any other question? It seems that we are finished with questions. We thank you for your presence here. We thank you, whomever will find us at another time. Whoever needs to hear this will hear it in some way. We are so unendingly grateful for all that you are doing, because you are an important piece of the puzzle of love. So we will give you a bit more of our language. Please take it into your heart and take it as joy and love. Nobody, ha, si, tiana, he, ti, ka, ha, ya, te pekete, si, ti, tiana, mayete, sa, si, alayata, sata, ke, te, yamanaka, se, atayete, pate, taan, ayata, pakate, ete, mianarakai, liana, hasekate, peke, ha, yanamake, ete, mia.